try to get some money. All right, so now we're finally live. Okay, let's see if we can get some people in here. You need something? All right, you're not going to be on video. You're not going to be on video. You could walk into the kitchen. All right, give me a second, folks. I'm trying to. I'll copy the link again. Let's see if it's working. It should be the same as before. I don't know. That's the only link I got. So if that isn't working, then I just started this, honey. So I don't know. That's it. That's the only link I have. If that isn't working, then I don't know. It's the only link I have. So I don't know. I sent it out. Hopefully that should work. If it doesn't work, it's got to be something on your end because I used that same link to join myself. I was hearing a noise from the phone, but it was actually the fire. I got confused for a second. If that link doesn't end up working soon, I'll try to figure it out. I'm going to go actually take a shot with my dad. Let me switch over to my mobile network on my phone because otherwise it'll probably cut out. All right, I probably got lost to the porn matrix for a little bit there. Let me go take a shot with my dad. All right, Dad. Dad, you want to take a shot real quick? All right. Dad's just in his house over there and stuff. I have to finish the electrical work. So I didn't get around to doing it yet. Set this up over here. This is one of my birthday presents. Basil Hayden Dark Rye. Rye is probably my favorite whiskey. This is really strong, honestly. I appreciate it because it was expensive, but I think I like George Dickel better. And George Dickel's like, $30. Let me see if let me go into Discord real quick. I'll be here, but when I switch out of the app, the picture goes away. So still getting a call there. I wonder if let me see. Can I invite people? What's up, Weasel?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, not bad. Yeah, it's got to be something with you, Pie Chris, because these fine gentlemen were able to join.
Happy birthday. How you doing?
Oh, not bad. It's been a while, man.
Yeah, it's been a while. Let's have a look.
I'm trying to get a link from my buddy Pi Chris to get in
join you.
the Discord. Yeah, I'm trying to get him to join, and I
Right.
accidentally sent him something because the cat's out of the bag. But it's all right. I love Pi Chris anyway. But you know what? I'm the Pi Chris. If you're listening, I'll explain that to you later. Don't get your feelings hurt, buddy. You're one of the first people I sent the links out to. So you can ignore that because I'm full of shit myself.
All right. I followed the link on Discord. That's the link that I
Pikers
clicked
tried it
on.
Pikers tried it, and for some reason it didn't work. And buddy, I'm really not playing a prank on you. I'm really not trying to keep you from joining. I don't know what's going on. I saw El Jefe pop in here for a second, and obviously Weasel was able to join. Come on, buddy. I want you in here.
I'll drop out as soon as they join, eh? And then but I just thought it's 3 in the morning over here, and I just saw you going live and thought I'd nip in and say happy birthday.
Oh, thank you very much, Weasel. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I did my wife took me out to had some drinks and stuff. Yeah. I'm doing my thing, so just remember that anything you say is going out to whoever's watching. Keep that in mind. Don't say anything too crazy. All right, let's have Nostrovia. I'm gonna go outside. Here, I got for my birthday. This is one of the gifts from my dad. Was Basil Hayden's dark rye. Cost $50. He just told me here. I like this. All right.
God bless it.
Nostrovia.
Happy birthday, huh?
Oh, jeez. Spilled a little beer. Yeah, I'm gonna be outside. Good night. I'll see you. I'll have the invoice ready for you in the morning. All right, I will. I do invoicing and stuff for my dad for his business.
Yeah.
No, but what happened is I'll just tell everybody now what happened is I was gonna have some of I was going to have some of my my longer friends in here, but it basically turned out that that they couldn't basically that they probably weren't going to be around, so it became a case of you know, like the wedding feast in the Bible. Well, fuck it then, let everybody else come. But anyway, I accidentally copied and pasted something to Pi Chris, which taken out of context makes me seem like a total douchebag. So I just want to apologize to him and say it's not like it seems. And like I said, you're the first. I sent you out the link immediately as soon as I went live. So actions speak louder than words. I might have been talking a little bit of smack, but you know what? When it comes down to it, you were one of the first ones I sent a link out to. So I hope you're watching, so at least you can see that. I can't see the chat, so I don't know if you're in there. There we go. There's Weasel.
Hey,
all I saw before was the what do you use? Do you use like FaceRig for that?
I use FaceRig, yeah.
Yeah, I was interested in that because I had an idea for for something else.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sending Chris a message real quick because I feel bad, like he got his feelings hurt, and I don't want it to be that way. So I feel bad.
Do you want me to drop out and see if we can get him in?
No. because anybody can join. He went offline. I think he got his feelings hurt. Now I feel like a jerk. I feel like a jerk.
I'm just reading the chat.
Yeah. I'm just sending him a message and kind of explaining myself a little bit like I did to like I did to everybody else. So I don't know if he's watching. Like I said, I can't see the chat, but you know what I mean? That came across
Let me have a look for you.
But all I posted is I said, this is what I said. I said I might not post the link to the Hangout in the Discord right away because I didn't want Chris in there right away. And taken out of context, that sounds bad. But just like me, he tends to get very, very, very intense, especially on the music talk. So
Right.
I just didn't want that right away, you know. And I'm just saying, out of context, it sounds totally wrong. And he probably thinks I'm a fucking asshole. But you know what I mean? Granted, I'm owning up to it. Come on in, buddy. I want you here. All right. It's not like that. So I know that you said the link isn't working for you, but I try it again, see if it works. Because it should. I saw
so
El Jefe.
the link I clicked on was the one at the bottom of the general channel.
Yeah.
So the second one that you posted. It's the same link. It's the same link.
Yeah. I sent one privately to Pi Chris as well. Yep, it's the same link. I'm gonna tag him because I feel bad. I never like people being mad at me.
I'm sure they won't be mad.
Oh, I hope not. You know, I'm just you know what I mean. I try not to you know, I don't want anybody to be mad at me. My wife's a little mad at me because I think she wanted to watch a movie, but I had planned to do this like all day, but shit came up and I just wasn't able to.
Right.
So, you know, she can be mad if she wants to. It's my birthday. I'm sorry. You know. Let me see. Still getting an error. Why is he getting an error? Weasel was able to get on.
Maybe this is the error in Google Hangouts itself. Where is the error occurring?
Saying unable to join the call. So for some reason it's saying unable. I don't think so. I don't think it could be related to changing your icon. I don't think so, but there's no reason it shouldn't work. I'm not playing games with you. I don't know why it's not letting you join. It's the same link. I posted it multiple times. The one I sent to you privately, the same one I posted in general chat. You're more than welcome in here if you could figure it out, you know. But anyway, I'm just gonna basically be sitting here and chatting things up a little bit.
It's a nice fire you've got going there.
I think I actually should turn my unmute myself, because I think if I'm the computer inside, I have it muted. I think if it's muted, I won't hear the super chats and stuff. So actually, let me go fix that real quick.
Okay. Hey, Gabrielle. How you doing? And Lissa T says happy birthday. And I can't hear you anymore.
Okay, that should be sorted out now. So now if anybody super chats or anything, it should all still work. I just wanted to be sure just in case because I have the actual mic muted, so I don't have to worry about it picking up any sounds in the kitchen. It's just all internal within the computer.
All right. Nice fire you've got going there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, let me try to position the screen a little bit better so it shows up a little bit better.
So in chat at the moment, we've got Gabrielle, Lissy,
Yeah, Gabe.
Pychris.
I gave the link to I gave it to Kat and I gave it to Jeff as well. You're all welcome in here, you know what I mean? Go ahead, join even if you want to join to tell me I'm an irritable asshole, which is the truth. You're more than welcome to do that. And I will answer any question that anybody Streamlabs me. I will answer any question anybody Streamlabs me today. I'll have to stop periodically and go check what the questions are because of the nature of doing a hangout and this at the same time. It's going to be unless sometimes I think Streamlabs automatically gives me the pop-ups on my phone too if somebody gives me something, so I might be saved by that, but who knows? I can't rely on that. So I have to get some more wood soon. This is starting to burn down. It's still nice and warm though.
So Pychris says, sorry, Chuck, I can't join. Gabrielle says, stoned as usual.
At this point, copying the link again isn't gonna do anything. I don't know why it's not working. It should.
Is his default browser Chrome?
Try turning it off and back on again.
Pike, is your Pychris, is your default browser Chrome?
I think he's using the mobile, I think. I don't know though. I'm really not sure which one he's using, so don't take my word for it.
Right.
Thank you. I briefly saw the happy birthday wishes when I went in to go check everything, and thank you very much, everybody, for the happy birthday wishes. I appreciate it.
So, Packwave is asking, how old are you?
I am 34 today.
You're a Ben, a wee Ben.
I have turned 34. Well, next year is I think more of a milestone, 35, and then 40 is obviously the next big real big significant milestone. So
yeah.
I have to get some more wood. Build a nice big fire. I got a whole bag of old mail here. There you go. Let's see some.
Buddy, I really do have to drop off. It's like 3 in the morning here, and
thank you so much for dropping in, Weasel.
I really hope you have a really, really good birthday today, and
yeah, well,
not
it's
too much of a hangover in the morning.
It's round in the end of the day because it's already tomorrow for you. My birthday was the 28th, so it's already the 29th for you.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm rounding up at the end of the day anyway.
Okay, guys, catch you later. Sorry I could stop longer.
No problem.
Bye.
We'll try to send the link out and try to get some other people in here and see if it works for them. I'll do another round and see if that works, sending out the links again.
Okay, cool. See you later. Bye for now.
See ya. So hi Chris, I sent you the same link from my phone and from the PC, and it's not going through. I'll try in a second. I'm just enjoying the nice big flames right now. All right. Let me go and try something again. I'll be right back, all right? Oh, hi Chris. Try this. You might still have like a link from the last, or you might still be in a conversation from last time. Add me as a friend and let me try adding you that way instead of you clicking the link. Let me try adding you to the conversation as like a known friend or person. So add me to your like friends list, and I'll go check that out now, and I'll see if I can get that. I'll see if I can get it working that way. I can't seem to see anything. Let me try doing it through here. So just give me a second. My video is probably going to cut out for a second here. Let me go and let me do it this way. Okay, let's see. View profile. How do I add you? Oh, add to contacts. Create new contact. Okay, let me try it that way. So I saved you as a contact. Now let me try going into now that I added you as a contact, let me try doing it this way. Invite, add people. You're not showing up. Here we go. Maybe it showed. Let me try now. See if it's showing up now. Just give me a second, folks. Sorry about this. I just added you too. Why the heck aren't you there? Let me try doing it again. Stupid thing. Really a pain. Okay, accept. I see. Gotcha. Okay, now let's try to do it this way. So you should be in my contacts, so I should be able to just add you to the conversation I'm currently in, but when I press invite and add people, I don't see you in my contact list. The weirdest stuff ever. They make this way harder than it should be. They make this like seriously super way harder than it should be. Even when I type in your name, nothing comes up, and I literally just saved you as a contact. It's like the weirdest stuff ever. Why the heck is this? Add to contacts. I just did this. Create new contact. Pie Chris. Save. It says that you're saved as one of my friends. I don't know. This is confusing as hell. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, let me try something else. Let me set this camera back up and let me try from the PC and see if I can get it to work. In the meantime, I guess sit and enjoy the fire for a minute.
Chuck. Chuck, it worked. Chuck, it worked.
Okay, there we go. I think I finally got it figured out.
Yeah, yeah, it works.
I created a whole new Hangouts link is what I ended up doing because I'm going to send this link out real quick to a few people. If you would like to carry my show for a minute, if you would.
No problem. Hi, folks out there in YouTube land. It's me, it's Picus. Hi, how are you? I can't see the chat, so, I don't know if anybody's responding. I can't see the chat, but, it's like, hi, everybody. How are you? Yeah. Guess it was due to a crappy, crappy Hangouts link, I guess, that I couldn't join. Whatever. today's today's technology really sucks. They make things needlessly complicated that could easily be solved by a simple interface. Pretty nuts. But yeah, it's all right. It's good. It's good. We good. We good. We joined the call.
Alrighty. Ugh.
I can't see the chat, man. I'm not on my computer. I can't bring up the
Yeah, it's the same here. I can't see the chat because the computer's in here, but this is out here, so I have to go back and forth between the two. It's the one drawback of doing things this way.
Yeah, I just don't get why it wasn't working. Maybe it was a faulty link.
I have no idea because, like I said, for very briefly, El Jefe was in here, and then Weasel joined like at the same time, but he stuck around. So obviously it worked for them. I don't know what was going on, but when in doubt, like they say, to turn it off and turn it back on again. You know.
That's what they say. So Chuck, yeah, man. Huh. Man, I'm really starting to hate our state, man. I'm really starting to hate it here.
Hate what?
I'm slowly starting to hate Jersey.
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, that goes without saying.
It's one of those things, you know. Back when we were younger. I'm like 4 years younger than you, but still, back when we were younger, this state was all right.
Yeah, just turned 34. Woohoo!
Mm. I turned 30 last month,
Oh well.
so you've got an extra 4 years on this planet than me.
Yeah. Ugh.
So that means you were born in 85.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got it. 85.
Yeah, 89 right here.
Happy
It's the same
birthday.
as my little sister. Born in 89.
Yeah, man. Born and raised in the state of New Jersey, and I fucking won out now.
Yeah, I don't blame you. A lot of people I know from Jersey want out because it's getting ridiculous here.
Did you did you did you see that? Did you see that Governor Murphy ordered the removal of the Mississippi state flag from Liberty State Park
No, I didn't see that.
because it has a Confederate flag on it?
It's stupid. I mean, like, while I have mixed feelings on the Confederate flag, I think it's equally stupid to do stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Not
but
equally stupid. I think it's more stupid, a lot more stupid to do things like that.
yeah, exactly. But still, you're taking down a state flag because it has something in it that you object to when Liberty State Park is supposed to the Statue of Liberty is supposed to represent the United States. Yeah, fuck you, Murphy,
Yeah.
with your leftist agenda ruining this state. You know, our congressional district's the only congressional district that's still Republican.
Yeah, definitely. We always go around here. It always goes hard, right?
It does. Oh man, Ocean and Monmouth counties. Historically, they are two of the reddest counties in the state.
Mm-hmm.
Which always surprises people. But the freeholders who hold the positions in both counties are almost 99.99% Republican.
Yeah. Oh, it feels so nice by this fire. It's a little chilly out here tonight in Jersey, but
Yeah,
I tell you,
yeah,
by this fire it feels
it
pretty
is.
good.
It's a little chilly. I just wish I was hanging out. I just wish my friend would have got back to me and been like, "Hey man, you want to hang out?" But man,
Because nobody wants to join me tonight. It's just you and me, I guess, tonight.
yeah, I guess it is. I guess it is, Chuck. I guess it's just you and I tonight. That's the
Like I said, you heard my explanation earlier, right? I don't have to go through that again.
Wait, what? For what?
About the thing I copied and pasted to you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, please don't take offense to that.
Uh,
I owned up to it here on the
on the airways. Yeah,
on the
I'm
airwave, and I let everybody know exactly what was going on. Like I said, it had nothing to do with you. It was just that I wanted, if some of my other friends who I've known a lot longer, just to put it quite frankly, I wanted them in here first, but from the looks of it, nobody's around. So I was like, well, screw it. Then you're going to be the first person I invite, which you were. You were the first you were one of the first people I sent the link directly to. So there you go.
Yeah, I just think that was weird that the link didn't that the other link didn't work for me. I think that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know why that was. That's what I was saying. And that's what I was concerned about, because me accidentally copy pasting that along with the link not working, I was like, holy shit, he's gonna think I'm like purposely motherfucking him. That's not what happened at all. It looks so bad. As soon as I was like, oh, that's why immediately after I pasted that into the chat with you, I was just like, I just started laughing. It was just like, oh shit, this is gonna look so bad. But
Yeah, Chuck, you know, well, you've been to my town before. I don't wanna get specific on what town I live in, but you've been down here before. You
yeah,
know what it's like. It's rural as shit down here.
yeah,
Um,
just like here.
Yeah, it's a rural. It's a rural. I mean, I live in a suburban neighborhood surrounded by woods,
Yeah.
and I gotta go like 5 miles out of my way to do anything. You know.
It's like
But
here, everybody, when people come to visit who like haven't been here before, it's like, where's name something? It's 15 minutes in that direction. What about this? 15 minutes in that direction. What about this? 15 minutes in that direction. Like everything's 10, 15 minutes away, you know?
yeah, like it takes me like my local Walmart takes me about 15 minutes to get to.
Mine's about that, like, 10, 15 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Takes me about 15 minutes to get it. I'm about a half hour from Seaside.
Hmm. Oh,
But, I absolutely do not like going to Seaside at all.
no, I haven't been there in a long time.
Now, for anybody who doesn't know out there in YouTube land, Seaside Heights is one of the worst places on the East Coast.
Basically, if you want to do like family stuff, it's probably better for you to go to Point Pleasant.
Yeah, Point or Belmar
Or if
or
you just want to do like, if you want like more family oriented like themes, rides, stuff like that, it's Point Pleasant.
yeah,
If you
Point.
just want a beach, if you just want a nice beach, family oriented beach with like nothing else, then it's Belmar.
It's Belmar. Yep. But if you want to do like rides and stuff like that, it's Point all day.
Yeah, it's Point Pleasant. I haven't been down to Wildwood in a long time, but I mean,
Me neither.
Wildwood
neither.
used to be fun as a kid, I remember, but I mean, that was like, 15 years ago. So
I haven't been down. You ever been to the Cape May Zoo?
screw it, just throw the whole thing on there. And it's like, whatever, screw it.
Is that a plastic bag?
Yeah,
Why? It's toxic, man. Why are you burning that?
why not?
Ah, true. True.
Oh, nice and warm. Oh, nice and warm. I see that Kat just sent me a message that she shared it. There's two links. The first one you could forget about. That first link is dead, means nothing. The second link is what we're on now. So that first link, ignore it. For some reason, it was giving problems. So hopefully this one won't.
Yeah.
Like I said, if anybody wants to join, if I got to post it in the YouTube chat, I will. I usually don't like doing that because that means that any weirdo that happens to come by the stream can click the link and join the thing. And that happened to me once, where I got some psycho in the stream that just started saying all kinds of like weird shit to me, and it was insane. It was funny later, but at the time it was kind of scary.
Yeah, man. There's some. I don't know, Chuck. But freaking, the house across the street from me is up for sale, and the other house across the street from me is being flipped, fixed up and flipped.
I think my wife had a hangnail because I asked her to scratch my back earlier today.
Uh-huh.
And then, like a few hours ago, I noticed my back like kind of burns. My back looks like somebody just like took razor blades and just went all over my back. And I didn't notice it at the time. She was like, "I don't think that was me." It's like, well, I think it probably was, considering nobody else scratched my back besides you. Uh,
was trying to get my one friend to hang out tonight, but this kid likes to ignore people when they text them.
You know what I noticed, Pi Chris? A lot of times when you're in like Sam stream and stuff, your audio is very, very quiet.
Yeah, I know. I know.
That was much better right there. That right there was like immediately much better. I could hear you better.
Yeah. Yeah, the kid I wanted to hang out with tonight, like I've been texting him for like a week. Just, hey, what's up? No answer. And then today he answered me, and then started talking, and then he was like, and then he just like stopped talking.
Mm.
Hate people like that.
Me personally, really, I don't like talking on the phone very much, which is weird because this really isn't very much different. But I hate talking on the phone for some reason. I don't know why.
I only like talking to like a few people on the phone. That's about it.
I'll probably hang out a little bit longer. This is a lot more fun in the when a bunch of people join, because then you know you can kind of just sit back and um let everything rip.
This is true. That's why I like Sam's streams.
Yeah. I don't really live stream that much, so I gotta start getting into it a little bit more. So, you know, that's partially my fault. I should do something more regular.
Yeah, you should I don't know, man. I was online today watching stuff about Brian May.
Banana beer.
Banana beer, yeah.
And for anybody wondering, it doesn't taste like overtly of banana. It's very slightly banana.
Banana E.
Yeah, it's banana E, but like in a pleasant way, in a way that's not like gross or like overwhelming.
What's the other beer? A Leinenkugel?
What's that?
What's the other beer? A Leinenkugel?
Oh no, this is Shinerbach.
Oh, Shinerbach. I haven't had Shinerbach in forever,
I
bro.
just finished the Shinerbach, and now I'm on to the Distill Brewery, Weisenheimer.
Yeah.
Poking the fire here, trying to get it going a little bit more. I think the logs are a little crowded with soot. That's why they're not really catching. It's funny, like just like that, everywhere around me like stopped selling wood and everything, you know.
Yeah, nobody really sells firewood in the spring and the summer.
Yeah, and it's still because at night sometimes you still need it because it is still
Yeah.
chilly. If you have wood
Yeah.
heat, you still need it at night sometimes.
This is true. I mean, you could probably still get it at like the big box
Hmm.
hardware stores, but you know, like Home Depot or Lowe's, you could probably still get it there, but you know.
Yeah. Oh, I don't feel like jamming tonight. I don't feel like pulling out the guitar. I just want to have a few beers and relax, you know.
Yeah, well, like I said, Chuck, we gotta one of these days we gotta get together.
Yeah.
So I could literally get in my car right now, drive the half hour and and be up there.
Yeah.
But I haven't been up that way quite a while.
Hmm. Yeah, basically, I didn't have many friends in high school and, most of them I don't keep in touch with anymore. So, you know what I mean? No, nobody's here anymore. Everybody I knew pretty much moved away.
Yeah, same here. My two best friends moved away, and I have like one friend that like two friends that I hang out with, but my other friend lives out in what is it, Riverside? Yeah, Riverside. That's like the one I was trying to hang out with tonight lives in
Mhm.
Riverside. So that's like a 45-minute drive from here.
Yeah.
It's like a 45-minute drive. So, you know, I mm,
This one log is finally starting to catch. I got some nice fire from it, so I'm happy. This wood wasn't quite ready yet. It still needed to be seasoned, probably another month or so.
yeah.
But I mean, it's burning. Tell a forest fire the wood needs to be seasoned more first. It's more of an issue if you're if you're burning indoors.
Yeah.
But yeah, streamlabs.com/LCMTV Breath 4. Let me go in real quick now and check in the chat and see what people are saying because I can't do it from here. So I'll leave you guys if you adjust the camera a little bit so you guys can see the fire a little bit better. Hey, what's up, Brian?
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you very much.
How's your day?
It started off all right, but I think my wife is mad at me, so I guess it kind of ended a little bad.
That's always how birthdays go, isn't it?
I-
Well,
I-
it's a good
I-
thing
I-
it's your
I
day,
don't think I
so.
did- I don't think I did anything wrong. I think she's upset that I wanted to live stream on my birthday.
Well,
I told you I wanted to do that, so I don't see the problem, but whatever.
it is your day.
I love her. We butt heads sometimes, though. I don't think she fully sees what I'm trying to do here sometimes.
Yeah, bro, if you don't have a girl that you fight with a little bit, shit's never gonna work out.
I'll be right back. I'm just want to run in for 1 second. I'm also getting a little chilly. I'm gonna get another jacket. I promise I won't come back with like the Owen Benjamin cowl.
Bro, you got the full Owen Benjamin going on there, dude. You even got the fucking chicken house in the back.
Hi, Brian. What's up, man?
What up, dude? How's your
Not
day?
much. Pretty good. Pretty good. Trying to hang out with a friend. I was trying to hang out with a friend tonight, but they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna." They completely ignored me, and I'm really pissed.
Nice. Yeah, no, I don't have any friends anymore. I got old, and then they all had kids and shit. Fucking families.
All the current friends I have right now are single.
Yeah, dude, I don't think I know any single people anymore in real life. Let's see here. Like close friends? I don't think so. I don't fucking think so. Maybe I'll find somebody someday. But for now, I got my dogs.
Gotta find that chick that'll play with your nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, well, find the one that'll do that and then, like, not get mad about shit all the time. That just fucking happens. See, I'm a pretty selfish guy. Yeah. I mean, I didn't make it to 37 and single by some fucking magic, you know? I like to do what I like to do.
I just checked and I saw that the moon donated $20. God bless you, and said happy birthday. Thank you so much.
Motherfucking birthday.
Donate to
Birthday
Chuck. Donate to Chuck.
Did you get anything for your birthday?
Yeah, I got Chris will probably appreciate this because we both like Brian May, but Brian May, he does that 3-part harmony with his guitar. The way he achieves that is by basically using 2 delay pedals. So my wife, she got me a second delay pedal that's the same as the one I already have, so I can duplicate that effect. My dad got me a bottle of rye, a pack of t-shirts, and new PC speakers because I needed them. And my dad also bought me a set of pickups to put in that guitar that I'm working on. If anybody saw the video of the guitar that I'm trying to make gent, he bought me the pickups to put in that, so that should be coming in soon, and I'll
Sick.
do a
That
video of the installation.
that guitar that you're trying to get to Gent, isn't it like a cheap Chinese Les Paul knockoff?
Yes, I was doing research on it, and because I had never heard of Essex before, I started doing research into Essex. This is what happened. Essex used to be called Team China. That's literally the name of the company, and they were just putting Team on the headstock, and obviously that's a dumb name for a guitar. So they Team China got in touch with their Australian division and said, "Hey, can you come up with a name that's a little bit more marketable?" And they came up with Essex. This was about 1998, 1996 to 1998 era. They switched from Team to Essex, ESSEX. They started producing guitars for a few months before they realized that Steinway was producing a line of pianos called Essex. So they changed their name to S, the letter S, X, so SX instead. And that happened in 98. They started producing guitars under SX. So I have an ESSEX, which is got to be one of the very few that they made during that period before they switched the name the second time. But yeah, long story short, it's a cheap Chinese brand, but you know what? It was the kind of guitar for certain kinds of like rock music. It was all right, and actually it played nice. It wasn't how it played that was the problem. It was the way that it sounded that was the problem. Because as cheap electronics, as far as playing, it plays fucking great. It just didn't sound like I wanted it to. So I'm overhauling all the electronics.
What are you putting in it?
I bought a pair of, there is a guy who makes custom guitar pickups. His website is dylantalkstone.com. And I am putting a pair of his 8-ball humbuckers in there.
Nice.
They're
So
really
what-
cool looking. I appreciate, like people go nuts over boutique, but that's not the way that I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it as I appreciate, somebody who makes stuff themselves and is a craftsman. And I started watching his videos, and I just really liked the way that he presented himself in his product. So I decided to give it a chance. So this will
So
be the guitar I'm installing them on.
what prompted building a Gent guitar?
I'll tell you. Do you know Steve Terraberry? I know Brian does.
Yeah, I saw this Steve
Okay.
Terraberry.
Now
Yeah.
I'm probably giving more away than I probably should, but he released a video if the Oxford Dictionary defined gent. So I wanted to make a response video saying, "Hey, down up there in Canada, maybe you use the Oxford Dictionary, but down here in America, we usually use Merriam-Webster, and it's defined like this," and then create my own similar thing as kind of a response to his. So
Yeah.
I was gonna try to make one of my guitars gent, and it just became apparent, well, I'm not gonna string up one of the guitars I like with super heavy gauge strings, but I don't want the guitar to be a piece of shit, and I'm not gonna buy a guitar, just for the joke. Because when it comes down to it, when I'm done, with the joke, I can put regular strings back on this Les Paul and play it like a normal guitar. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
I know that I
hear
like
ya.
it already.
See, I'm the kind of guy that likes like all the old catalog guitars, like Harmonies, Dan
Mhm.
Electros, and Tyscos, and like Tysco was a Japanese manufacturer. Their
Yeah.
guitars are kind of cheap, but they're inherently awesome because they
What I
have.
really like and what I want to do next is after I finish this refurbishing this Les Paul, I have the body and neck to a Gretsch to a 60s Gretsch Corvette that needs everything else. It's just the wood. I need everything else. And I really want to do that one, but it's just such a cool original looking guitar. I really, really, really want to get that one playing again because what I used to do is it used to have all the equipment on it, but it just fell apart over the years. But when I was like maybe 16 years old, what it is, those acoustic pickups that you stick in the sound hole? I
Yeah, Pizzas,
yeah,
Pizzas.
I duct taped one of those sound hole pickups underneath because it had a trapeze bridge, so there was like a little bit of room in between the body and the strings. I slipped one of those under and just taped the uh, pickup underneath the strings, and it worked. And I used to have fun with it that way, but obviously, the acoustic sound hole pickup isn't made for like heavy distortion, but it was fun at the time. But again, it's another nice playing guitar, but it needs all the electronics. And what I'm puzzled about is what it looks like is for the pickup, it looks like at one point uh, there was a stock pickup in there. Somebody took that out and um routed out the hole bigger to put a humbucker in there. Then it looks like somebody didn't like that and filled it back in and put the original pickup back in. But I'm not able to find a pickup that fits in the hole that's currently routed there. So basically, I want it to be stock. I want to refurbish that Gretsch
Yeah,
Corvette as stock as
because
possible. I just can't find a pickup that fits in the hole that's in there.
yeah, because that Gretsch Corvette would have had. I think it originally would have had Filtertrons.
And it's funny because I bought the pickup that should have been in it, and nope, it didn't fit. So really, I don't know what pickup goes in that, and that it's all it's going to take is the research for me to find out which pickup was in it. After I do that, it's not going to be that hard to rewire it. Looks like Johnny dropped out.
Mhm.
Thank you
Yeah.
for stopping by anyway and saying happy birthday, Johnny. You're more than welcome back, Johnny Arcade.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I just think, the fact that I think it was smart. I think it was smart for Brian May to start to let people make copies of the Red Special. I think that was smart.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, let's see who built the copies. Let's see, Guild built them for a while.
hmm
The Guild copies of the Red Special are actually really nice guitars.
Yeah, I've
They're
heard of the
really
Guild.
nice.
Mine's an actual Brian May
May
guitars copy.
Brian May guitars copy, but the Guild ones are really nice. The Guild ones are nice. The Burns made ones are nice. Actually, the Brian May guitars version are actually based on the Burns copy.
Yeah. The tremolo system that is in exactly the same as the one that Brian May has. It's actually a little bit improved over original design.
Original design, yeah. The knife edge tremolo we had in the original.
Exactly, and the motorbike parts.
Yeah, the motorbike valve springs to counter the spring tension. Yeah, it's pretty. Well, hey man, it was ingenious, really.
HB Day.
Sorry, I had to leave for a second because nature called, but I didn't want to announce that I had to go pee. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's if you read into how he built that guitar, it's pretty neat.
mhm. But when I got that guitar, I took a total chance on it because I knew I would probably like it for something because I knew it was going to be well built. But I had never played it before. I just took a chance on it. I just ordered it and hoped that I would like it. Um, and it's probably one of the best risks I've ever took on a guitar before.
Yeah.
And I really, really liked it.
Yeah. Um, I've heard the neck is super thick on those.
It's different, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like a Fender neck. It doesn't feel like an Ibanez neck. It doesn't feel like any neck that I've ever played. And that's because it's a different guitar. You know what I mean? It's not a Fender and it's not a Gibson or it's not an Ibanez. It's really like a one of a guitar kind of guitar. So
Yeah. But
my first guitar was here. Actually, let me go grab my first guitar. I'm actually standing about 5 feet from it, so let me go grab it real quick.
mhm.
Okay. So let me adjust the camera. This was the first guitar that I ever bought. It's an Ibanez Gex GAX 70 in butterscotch orange. Cost me $150, and I loved this guitar. Now, after I bought this guitar, I bought so many other guitars. I bought $700 Ibanez's. I bought all kinds of guitars. I kept coming back to this one. I just loved it so much. I just loved the way it played. It just responded exactly how I wanted it to. I could get it to squeal when I wanted it to squeal. So basically, the thing that I didn't like about this, though, no whammy. It's the only thing I didn't like about this guitar. So basically, I decided to take a chance on the Brian May. You know, just out of curiosity, because I figured, well, you know, I've tried a bunch of different guitars with Grammys. I didn't like any of them, so I'll give this one a try. And it just so happens, for the way that I play, it just felt so similar in a lot of ways, which it might be an insult to Brian, and I don't mean to do that, but just the way, I don't know whether it's the shape of the neck or what, or the action, but something about it just
I
felt
don't.
right. It felt like this guitar with a whammy, but with the tone was so much better though. So immediately I fell in love, and I've never played any. I've no desire really to pick another May axe because I love the Brian May so much.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly, man. Like it's pretty funny. It's like yeah, you know, Brian May said it himself too. He said I watched an interview with once him. He's like I can play other guitars, but I love this one because I need it. Exactly what he said. I can play other guitars. I just play this one. Although on Crazy Little Thing Called Love, he played a Fender Esquire.
Yeah, but that's because he wanted that that tone, you know. So that was because he was sonically going for one tone. So that was a decision because that's what he wanted, you know, and
Yeah,
his
yeah.
guitar
And
his
you
guitar
know,
doesn't sound like a Fender. He wanted the sound of a Fender,
His
Yeah.
guitar doesn't do that. It's not a Fender,
No, you know who we borrowed that guitar from?
No.
Roger Taylor.
Oh, interesting.
That was Roger Taylor's Fender Esquire. He played on Crazy Little Thing Called Love.
Mhm.
And people don't realize that John Deacon also played guitar, and that
Mhm.
and that if you listen to certain tracks, you're actually hearing John Deacon's guitar. You're hearing him playing guitar. Like most of the Hot Space album is John Deacon on guitar. Most of it,
Mhm.
and also the guitar on Another One Bites the Dust isn't Brian, it's John.
Oh, I see right now that I got something from Larry and I believe Packwave. I believe the other one's Packwave. I'm not going to say your real name because when you donate to me, your real name comes up. But I'm not an idiot and I'm not going to dox anybody. But I believe that that's Packwave. I'll go and check out your super chats in a minute. Give me 5 minutes, okay? Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much for birthday donations.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
definitely not about
donate
to.
to Chuck.
What's that?
Donate to
What's
Chuck.
that? What's that here? What is that? What is that?
What?
Some sort of tobacco smoking device? I believe that's what it is.
you're smoking tobacco.
Yes, I'm smoking tobacco in my legally obtained tobacco smoking device.
Tobacco. I'm gonna start referring to pipes and shit as tobacco smoking device. Yes, tobacco smoking device.
Oh yeah, that's some good tobacco. All right, let's go outside.
Yeah. Did you know that Brian May owns about 40 guitars and like half of them are all Red Special clones?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a beautiful Red Special copy he has that I think was made by Andrew Guyton.
Hmm.
It's literal. It's a stop tailpiece. It's not a tremolo. It's a stop trail. It's basically the same spec as a Red Special, except it's got a stop tailpiece instead of a tremolo
Instead of the tremolo.
And I think it's also got a piezo pickup in it as well.
That's neat. Okay. Let me see what let me see. I'm looking at the chat real quick. Johnny says he'll be right back.
Yeah, man. I ate a pepperoni sub earlier. From Mike's and
Tell us stories about Chuck Berry, please. Which Chuck Berry do you mean? Do you mean Chuck Berry, or do you mean Chuck Berry the guitarist? Yeah, I'm sorry, I just came back. Birthday truth or dare time. What I can do is you won't be able to see my picture, but I'll be able to see the chat. It'll be an avatar for me, but I'll be able to read the chat from my phone. I'll do that in a little bit. I will do like I did say that anybody that super chats me a question, I will definitely answer. Okay. So I'm sorry, Keck Boy. Fat Keck Boy donated $1.50 and said, "Happy birthday. I wish I could donate more, but I am broke till the payday later this week." Thank you so much. You don't have to donate anything, but I appreciate it.
I really do, because already a couple times the money that you guys have donated, has come in handy for a couple improvements that I've made to my streams. And a couple times when I thought I had no money, it was like, wait a minute, I have some money in my PayPal because of the donation. Thank you. It actually comes in handy. And Larry Rapshaw donated for $5 and said HB Day. So thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Happy to be here.
Chuck Berry was so effing funny. What do you mean? The song? Like, I'm confused what you mean, the Stoned Prophets. Are you talking about my parody, or are you talking about the actual Chuck Berry, or are you talking about Chuck Berry? That's what I'm confused about.
God,
Which Chuck Berry are you talking about?
I don't want to. I hate talking about Owen Benjamin and bears and all that shit. I hate talking about that shit anymore. It's so dumb.
Oh, the rock and roll legend. Yeah. You see, that's what was funny when I did that parody, because the guy was this asshole's basically trying to say that like I'm a bad person. And it's just a stupid. It's like, dude, you follow this crazy asshole, and you decided to name yourself after like a openly known like pervert and rapist. It's ridiculous. You're gonna name yourself after Chuck Berry. You do realize that like he was like, it's proven that he was like drugging girls, and like, I heard all kinds of crazy stories about Chuck Berry, that he was like, farting in girls' faces, like shitting on them, like choking them, like like any kind of weird, like perverted fucking thing you could think of. Like Chuck Berry was into that. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's weird when you learn about these artists. You're like, oh, but I love the music.
Thank you, Clean Nacho. Not Ultimate Super Clean Omega Nachos in the chat, and he said, "Happy birthday,
'Cause-
congratulations, happy birthday with salutations, happy birthday, and let your sky stay blue. Happy birthday to you." Thank you, Clean Nacho.
Because it's Chuck Berry. I mean, he's the one that kind of made the guitar solo a thing.
Yeah, that's true.
He's the one that kind of pioneered the art of the electric guitar solo.
Thank you, Critter. I'm reading the chat now because I'm inside, and now I'm seeing. Yeah, I just turned 34.
Oh, yeah, one of my friends just turned 35.
Yeah, my wife made me a nice cake, and we went out to a kind of a late lunch, and we had drinks, and we had wings and a burger at Red Robin. My wife got me a second delay pedal so I can do the Brian May thing. I got to go get my stereo split cable now. I could pick that up at the local music shop. And then I have 2 amps, so I could do the Brian May 3-part harmony now. So that's going to be awesome. I'm really excited to try that out. But I got me some new PC speakers because I needed
Here's
them.
enough for some
So I was
B-Day bullet
exclusively
bourbon.
using
Hope
headphones
ya
for
had a good
everything.
one,
And,
bud.
especially for mixing music, people say don't mix music on headphones because headphones lie to you. Basically, what they mean by that is the speakers are so close to your ear. Yeah, you can hear every single little thing, but it's not going to sound the same when you have it on an open room speaker. So it's kind of good to kind of do it both ways. Do your initial mix on the headphones and then play it back. After it sounds good on that, play it back on open air speakers and see what that sounds like, and see how you need to tweak it from there. So I needed the speakers. So because how I used to do it is I used to have my computer hooked up to my record player. And then it would go out through those speakers. But that was in my old office when I had like my whole studio set up. And in the meantime, my cat's completely wrecked that record player. So that is no longer an option for me. After having
twice gotten that record player repaired for substantial money. They knocked it off the top of the shelf and it never ever worked right again. And it's to the point now where it's not worth going to have fixed anymore. My wife, for Christmas, she bought me a nice modern record player that hooks up through Bluetooth to the new sound system and it plays in the proper speed and everything. So that's where I'm at now.
Hey, Chuck, do you like going crate digging for vinyl?
You're a little bit quiet. It's really hard for me to have to put the phone real close to my ear to hear what you're saying.
Chuck, do you like going crate digging for vinyl?
I do. There is a place in Bordentown, I believe it is, that there's a record store in Bordentown that has some gems. And there's also, of course, Princeton Record Exchange, which is the famous one. Which, like, you could go in and you could get real crummy copies of almost any album for like a couple bucks, but they're gonna have like pops and scratches. If it's like nice, you're gonna pay like modern vinyl CD prices,
Dude,
$20
dude.
and up.
Dude, I love Princeton Record Exchange.
Hmm.
I love that place.
Oh yeah.
I bought I went there with my brother and I was looking for albums. I found one of Brian May's solo albums. I should have fucking bought it. I think it was Brian May's Another World album.
Hmm.
I should have bought it. But I wound up buying the Polyphonic Spree.
It was really weird, I don't know why certain bands did this, but the first time I had ever heard the album Get the Knack by The Knack was on cassette. My dad had bought it when I was maybe like in the 10 to maybe 13, somewhere in that era of my life. He bought it on cassette, and that's the first time I'd ever heard it.
Right.
And then of course I grew to love that album. I like some other Knack songs, but really that whole album, Get the Knack, that's the Knack album you want to have. But anyway, going on, it became digital era, got the computer. So anyway, became familiar with those versions. Years later, I stumbled upon the cassette. And out of curiosity, I popped it in. It is a totally different mix than the mix that everybody else knows. To the point where I was like, I want to find the cassette version just so I can rip it to show how different it is from the CD version. The guitars and the guitar leads are much, much, much more present and forward in the mix than they are on any of the CD versions or digital versions that you'll get.
Huh. Interesting.
It was surprising because then I had gotten so familiar with the digital versions and the CD versions that when I popped that in, it was like, whoa, what the hell is this? This is like almost like the guitar version of the album. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wasn't it the Knack who did My Sharona?
Yep.
And
Sharona and Sharona never ever things never worked out between Doug and Sharona.
No.
Nope.
They
kind of dated after that, but it just wasn't.
Yeah, Run DMC sampled sampled My Sharona for the song It's Tricky, and they never and the Knack were never credited. They didn't pay for the sample.
Well, I mean, I kind of feel for the Knack because I think they get a bad rap and they kind of get overlooked, but they were a really good band
Yeah,
because
they really were.
yeah, if you go
Actually.
and you look and you buy the versions that are released today, they have the they have like a couple demo versions tacked on it at the end and stuff. And if you ever see like any of their them playing live, they sound pretty damn close to what they sound like on the album because they're just a really tight band. They were just, they were just a really good band. They just played very well together.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I mean, I'm a huge Queen fan, and I always thought that the live versions were like different than the album versions, but they were just as awesome.
Yeah. Well, I really like Styx, but if you've ever seen Styx live, it's like, they rock everything up. Ween does that too. Ween live is a totally different band than on the album, pretty much.
Yeah. I was just listening to before I got on the call with you. I was listening to Freedom of '76.
Yeah, that's a good one. Has some good guitar parts. I gotta go find some more wood, and I also gotta put another layer on because I'm freezing my ass off, guys.
It's not
So
even, dude. I'm like half an hour south of you. It's not even that cold out, Chuck.
I'm like on the verge of shivering, so I need to put another layer on to be comfortable. And you know, if you could see the fire, like it's going, but it's not exactly roaring.
Yeah.
So I want to I gotta get another layer on. It's not warm enough
Oh.
for me.
I.
Yeah, you want to do that for like 20 minutes while I get changed?
Come on, people, donate this. Donate the truck. Put some funny comments when you donate. Just have fun with it. Ooh, my little boo, boo, Sharona, the stream's gonna get sucked because I'm singing songs. It's a fake drum kit, everybody. My Sharona.
I think I left my leather jacket in my dad's house. So I'm gonna go get that real quick.
Okay.
I put on some thick pajama pants over my jeans. Oh, I saw Jolly Roger. Jolly Roger, I saw that you donated $35. God bless you, man. And he said, um, that's enough to go buy some bullet rye. Happy birthday. I have a little bit of bullet rye left. And I like bullet rye, but my favorite rye is George Dickel. You see, like just like wine with rye, I found you can't necessarily go by the price. Bullet rye is about like a little over that, about $35. Pretty much exactly what you gave me. Um, and it's good. I like Bullet Rye, but George Dickel's like $28, and I like it better. It's a little bit smoother, less harsh. This rye that my dad got me for my birthday, it was like $50, and it's good, but it's really, really, really strong. Now compared to like
What?
you know, compared to like the 18-year-old Scotch that my dad gets, this $50 rye is like
Right.
atrocious. But I
Right.
mean, you know. It is what it is. I'm still gonna drink it because it's still good. It doesn't. It's what my dad bought me. It's rye mixed with port, so he didn't realize it was mixed with port. Um, but it's interesting. It's different. And I'll be right back. I gotta get my leather jacket and then I gotta dig up some more wood. So I'll be right back. Continue to watch this glorious fire on my birthday. Thank you so much for the donation. God bless you.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, folks, I currently can't read the chat right now unless I fire up the laptop. And I don't feel like doing that because my laptop sucks.
Okay, now I'm bundled up and I got a flashlight. Let's go. I got a little box here. Let's go find. Let's go find some more wood. I had a pine tree fall not that long ago up here, so there's still a bunch of branches and stuff I could pick from because I can't burn it inside because it's pine. You still there, Pie Chris?
Yeah, I'm still here, man.
Gotcha.
Just checking.
Let me switch the camera around so you guys can see what I'm doing. See, I'm just gonna pick up some of these little branches here. Blair Witch. Like real Blair Witch looking, isn't it? Today we're going to teach you how to make one of them satanic wicker things you hang on the trees to lure the people. No, God forbid. No,
Actually, I've been watching that show. I've been binge watching that show. What is it, Lucifer? That was on Fox. It's on Netflix. I've been watching that show. This show's pretty dope.
Yeah, my dad was watching it, and my dad said that he likes watching it, but he said my dad just keeps. My dad kept telling me about the show, but then commenting how sacrilegious it was.
It's very sacrilegious, but I love.
He's
the
like
show.
laughing about it. He's like, but it's so sacrilegious. It's like, well, obviously you like it though, you know.
Yeah. It's like I think your dad would agree. It's a really good show. It's really good, but it's super sacrilegious. But whatever.
You know, it's just, when it comes to certain things like that, you just got to take it for the entertainment value and not get
too wrapped up in the.
Yeah, obviously it's ridiculous. It's not. The purpose of the show isn't to be like a theological,
teaching.
Yeah, it's just meant.
It's
to
just a
be,
dumb show.
It's just a dumb TV show that's pretty fun. I mean, it's based on a comic book, so you know.
Hmm.
Actually, the comic that it's based on is actually pretty really a good comic. It's
The only comic book series I ever read all the way through from start to finish was Johnny the Homicidal Maniac,
mm,
which was by Honan Vasquez, the guy that made Invader Zim.
them. Yeah, yeah, Johnny the Homicidal Maniac was actually dope.
Yeah, it was super hysterical.
Yeah, it was good. It was very good, and you know, the thing about it is that Yonan Vasquez got fucked by Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Well, they used to be like, it has too many explosions in it and stuff like that. You know, it's like, yeah, but it's not like there's like dead bodies everywhere or something,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
They were very restrictive. And then they were just like, nope, forget it, never mind.
Yeah, he kind of got screwed by Nickelodeon.
Hmm.
But the funny thing is that Johnny the Homicidal Maniac was kind of adult oriented.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like very adult oriented.
Yeah.
You don't want kids reading that.
No, it was an adult oriented comic, and he made this. Well, Invader Zim was originally supposed to be adult oriented, but it got turned into a kids show.
Hmm.
That's like the show on Cartoon Network, Regular Show. The show, Regular Show that was on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
That was originally pitched to Adult Swim. Is that a 12 string?
Yeah. It's gonna take me a minute. Actually, it's an 11 string because I broke one of the G's.
No.
It's an 11 string.
Can you get strings for that?
I'm sorry?
Can you get strings for that?
Yeah. Any music store will have a set of 12 strings.
I heard they're like kind of hard to tune up.
Not really. I mean, it is now because I just brought it from a warm house out into the freezing cold.
Yeah.
They're not hard to tune. It takes slightly longer to tune than a 6 string. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you could say like twice as long, but I don't think it takes twice as long. Yeah, it has double the strings, but so theoretically it should take you twice as long, but it doesn't really take twice as long. There's also the other things is that once you get one string in tune, you could just you could just tune up the next one to it by ear. So you don't really even have to. This has a built-in tuner, but you don't have to use the built-in tuner on every string. You could just use it on the root of, on 6 of them, and then just tune the other one up. That's a lot quicker to tune the second one up by ear every time. But it's not hard to do. Ugh. you recognize that pie, Chris?
No.
All right, here we go. All right. Happy little day, Jenny went away.
Right Rock.
Happy the name, gloriously late. Oh, how does it go after that? I don't remember the
Right.
chords after that.
Brighton Rock. Do you know
Yeah.
do you know how to play 39?
No.
You should learn 39. Because that song was played
It's
on
been
a
a long
12
time
string.
since I played that one, but it was just, I know that you like Queen, so. Oh, I keep going for this one because I think in my mind I really wish I had another Bach, but all I have is the banana beer. All right, nice fire going now. Feels a lot better.
Play some finger picking, dude. Do some finger picking.
What's that?
Do some finger picking.
Let me see. What do I know that's like finger peel? All right, I'm gonna try to do it. Yeah, that song isn't good, but I'm trying to think of something that I know that would be good with finger picking. Like,
What are you using as a pick?
what's that?
What are you using as a pick?
Well, that was just my fingers.
No, I'm just asking. What are you using as a pick?
Well, right now, a dime.
What are you trying to do? What are you trying to be? Brian May using a coin?
No, I just couldn't find a guitar pick.
Oh. Hey, but you
It's
know,
hard to
Brian
night now.
Brian May was onto something though when he used a coin for a pick. He was onto something.
Yeah, a lot of people do. There's other guitar. I can't think of them, but there's a few guitarists that use coins or metal plated picks at the edge. I forget who, but I saw something about that somewhere. Who
See,
knows?
well, the reason Brian May uses a coin is because it gives him more control over his strumming hand.
And he likes it so he can use like a dime has the
raspy
ridge at
side.
the edge. He likes using the pence because it has that ridge on the edge, so he can use that to make scratchy noises and stuff. embers on my guitar, which is not making me very comfortable. To tell you the truth. And back up a little bit.
That's what happens when you burn pine, you asshole.
Yeah.
What?
Take that.
Okay. Okay.
Oh man, I forget how that part goes.
Do you know the opening part to that one Zeppelin song? You know, it goes do 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 do. Or is
I
that
don't know.
Pink Floyd? Yeah, the opening part to Wish You Were Here.
Yeah. I think my 1 second. My guitar needs another tune. Let me do that first before I disgrace the song. It's adjusting to the temperature. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Musicians gotta stay in tune, as Jimi Hendrix once said. And if I would not slur my speech.
So Chuck, I saw you're playing a 12 string, and I thought, oh yeah, wish you were here. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. That sounds like garbage on the. I don't know if he does that little lead part on a 12 string. I think that's just on the 6 string. It sounds like absolute garbage on this. It's been a while since I played that, but you get the gist. I'm not gonna play it. I don't feel like it. It's my birthday.
Yeah, it just you know, I thought about it, and you were like, you're outside playing a 12 string, and I thought, does he know wish you were here? And obviously you
Yeah,
do.
it's like the go-to song, you know. On a dark desert highway, through wind in my hair, no sound of details, rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. Oh, second June. Oh, wait, the last two. I think I might have not started in the right spot. I don't really know how to play that. I was trying to fudge it. I was doing good for a second. For a second there, I probably had some of you fooled. Probably thought I knew how to play that song.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here with my dog.
It was funny. This is probably gonna sound like garbage on a 12 string as well. But not yesterday. Was it yesterday? It was either yesterday or the day before. I went in the house and I picked up my little orange guitar, and I just went. I started playing. Wait. I don't know if anybody recognizes it. It sounds different on a 12 string, but it's Day Tripper.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I didn't even know how to play it. I just sat down and I started goofing around and I just started playing that. I was like, oh, that's Day Tripper. I just accidentally figured out how to play Day Tripper. Just that like over and over again, pretty much. It's pretty much the whole song, and then they on the high part, got a good reason. They just shift it up. It's the same riff, but they just shift it up one string. It's weird. I'm not very good at playing it yet. I just literally figured it out like yesterday by accident. So it's another song I could probably fudge my way through if I was like with other people that like really knew how to play the song. I could like chime in on the parts that I knew, and then improvising a solo is like it isn't hard. But I could probably fudge that if I had to. But I've never had to fudge anything besides doing this kind of stuff on live stream, which is different. Never in a professional setting have I ever fudged something because I didn't know it. It's not the kind of way I used to play.
You know, I've heard Bohemian Rhapsody arranged for classical guitar, and it's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm. You saw the Bohemian Rhapsody on the what's it Tron?
Flopatron.
Flopatron. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was pretty dope.
That was hysterical. When I saw that, I couldn't help but the reason why I laughed is because I said somebody who figured out how to build a machine. Like the song was a cool song choiceage, but the machine itself impressed me that somebody took the time to figure that out.
Yeah, and basically the songs are programs.
Yeah. I think he basically set it up like a MIDI player. So basically you can plug any good MIDI file into the Flopatron and it'll just play it.
Yeah.
But just like any MIDI file, if you get a shitty MIDI file, it's not going to sound very good. but if you get a good one, you know,
I remember when I was in like 8th grade, we were doing PowerPoint presentations, and this kid had a MIDI file of Mud Shovel by Stained. So I put it as one of the songs on my PowerPoint presentation. But that's back then when I didn't know what good music was. That was like middle school.
I always did pretty good in computers because our schools were one of the first anywhere around us to heavily implement the use of computers, and so we had quite a bit of time dedicated into learning how to use them all throughout elementary and middle school. So
Yeah, I remember when I was in high school. This is like 2000, 2000. I remember it like senior year, which was 06, 07. Um, there, one of the computers, I think it was in my math class, the math classroom that I had, was still running Windows 98. Like like sometimes our math teacher would let us use the computer just for shits and giggles, and I fired it up and I'm like, Windows 98, what the hell is this? This is old. This is super old. Can you believe, Chuck, can you believe Windows 98 came out 20 years ago?
yeah, it's crazy to think about. Like I remember when remember when the floppy disks were this big and they were
Yeah.
actually floppy.
Yeah, 5.5 inch floppy disks. Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, I remember those. That was hysterical.
Yeah, there was a when I was in like 1st grade. This was like 1995, right? There was one of the computers in our classroom had a 5.5 inch floppy drive, and there was a bunch of floppy disks that had games on it.
That's that little intro bit to Today by Smashing
Mr.
Pumpkins.
Pumpkins. Yeah, I know.
Today is the greatest day you've ever known. Wake up tomorrow, tomorrow might come. I'll turn my heart around before I get out. I can't remember that. I want it more. Wow. I used to know how to play that like so perfectly. I'm gonna have to figure all those songs out again. I've been so involved in the parodies, I've forgotten about like actual like songs I used to know how to play.
Well, I'm not saying anything, Chuck, because I think the parodies are great.
Well, thank you.
Like,
I have a new idea. I know I was lax last week, but I want to produce. I have an idea for a really good video, but I want it to be well done. Otherwise, it's gonna suck if I don't do
Mhm.
it good. So I've just started to kind of script out the idea. I haven't started recording or videoing anything yet, but I hope to have that out and hopefully that'll give people a laugh. Basically, I found a way to use all of the bits of parodies and stuff that weren't good enough to complete or put out.
You're making a medley.
I found a way to use them. I'm not saying anything else. I'm not confirming or denying that, but
You're gonna make a medley.
I'm not saying I didn't say that.
Happy birthday, Chuck Boris.
Hey,
Hi, Sam.
Hey,
How-
Samuel.
How you doing?
Hi,
Good, how are you?
Samuel.
Well, I was asking the birthday boy first and foremost. I'm glad you're doing well too, Picros.
I was just saying hi, Samuel.
So,
I'm doing well, Sam. Thank you for asking.
have,
I
have
got
you
a
turned?
nice- I got a nice fire going over here. If you guys can see, I've basically got a whole thing full of embers.
Well, I mean, you're missing beer cans to throw out your dog. So,
I don't have a dog, so and this can looks white, but it's actually like purple. Back here, like it just looks white.
are you drinking seltzer water or what are you drinking?
I am drinking Distill Brewery Weissenheimer, Hefeweizen ale.
Sounds fancy.
It's I made a short
Hefeweizen.
video about it the other day. We decided to have breakfast for dinner the other day, so we made omelets with diced ham and peppers and onions and mushrooms and cheddar. It was really really good. But anyway, I bought this beer, and I just saw Hefeweizen ale, and I was like, okay, I like Hefeweizens. And I brought it home, and then afterwards I read the description, and it said it had banana and clove-like aromas. So I drank one, and I was like, it's actually not bad. But then paired with like the omelet, it actually really worked because it was totally like breakfast. So I got like banana beer, and a ham omelet, and it just something about it worked really really well. It was actually really good. I have to honestly say.
Interesting.
So if anybody ever sees that distilled brewery, Weissenheimer, it's called. Instead of Weisenheimer, it's Weissenheimer.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just have a Guinness.
Yeah.
Same here, Picros.
I like I like the black and tans, so that's Guinness and ale.
Yeah.
I'll have a Guinness, or if I'm feeling really white trash, a Coors.
At the beginning of the stream, Weasel was in here. Mr. Weasel was
Oh,
in
cool.
here, and you see, in America, when they make you a black and tan, they normally make it with Guinness and Bass Ale.
Right.
Weasel told me that like Bass is like garbage beer, considered garbage beer over there.
Yeah, he's probably right.
Well, he's from England, so he should know what English beers are considered. It's like that's kind of like one of their like Budweisers or something like that. It's just like,
Yeah.
He had neutral opinions on Newcastle until I told him that Heineken bought it and made it taste like Heineken, and he was disappointed to hear that. But yeah, Newcastle used to be my favorite beer, but not anymore. It doesn't taste like Newcastle anymore. It just tastes like Heineken.
I'll tell you what beer I really like is Sierra Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
Sierra Nevada's good beer, Sam.
Yeah, I'm actually taking a trip up to the brewery in South Carolina this summer, so in July. So, and then hopefully this week later I'll be able to go see the Avengers Endgame. So,
I'm trying to remember how to play something. Want to Tell You by the Beatles, the little intro part. I keep remembering little bits of things that I used to know how to play.
How about the opening to Jeremy by Pearl Jam?
I don't know if I know that one.
Well, you couldn't
I
play it
know the
anyway.
song,
You
but I
need
don't know how to play that.
you need a 12-string bass to play the intro to Jeremy.
Hey Chuck, can you play me my favorite parody song of yours?
Which one?
Oh, Owen got molested by a man.
I would have
Owen got
to-
molested
I'd have
by
to
a
go with the
man
chords again. I'd have to go
hanging
with the
out in
chords.
my house Christmas Eve.
You don't really have to play that. I just like saying those words because it's true.
Owen got molested by a reindeer hanging out at my house Christmas Eve.
If I look at the chords, I could, but I don't remember how to play it off the top of my head.
Hanging out at my house. You know, Steven Crowder molested Owen.
I'm done with the man named Crowder. His lack of content's a downer.
Another one of my favorite parody songs,
You
and
think that's fibromyalgia? I better bet he used Owen's powder.
at this rate, I'll probably have kids before Crowder does, and I don't even have a girlfriend, and I'm not married.
It's funny. I noticed like the other day I saw a clip of something where somebody told Crowder that they have kids, and he was like, "Oh." His reaction was like it was weird. Like his reaction was weird. Any Ween fans? We gotta get Executey in here. Executey would know this one. Don't cry, little boy. Your daddy's with you now. It won't be long anyhow. It's just around the corner. Destiny that I embrace with you. Yeah. Oh, don't get too close to my fantasy. Don't be afraid to push the hand of your creator. It's a Ween song.
Oh, I actually really like that one. That
Ooh, in the
one.
Homo rainbow.
You like that one?
I love. That's one of my favorite Ween songs, dude. Homo Rainbow. It's hilarious. It's one of my favorite Ween songs.
Have either of you heard of an old punk group called Fear?
Yes. Did you know that they performed on SNL?
I did. Yeah.
John Belushi was a fan of them.
Yeah.
Hey little boy, what you got there? Kind sir, it's a mollusk I found. Did you find it in the sandy ground? Does it emulate the ocean sound? Yes, I found it on the ground, emulating the ocean sound. Bring forth the mollusk cast onto me, best people ever born. ever be free. Anybody know The Mollusk by Ween? It was in SpongeBob, wasn't it?
It was the inspiration for
Little
SpongeBob.
boy, come walk with me and bring your newfound mollusk along to speak of the Trinity as it gaze at the sun with its wandering eye. Yes, it speaks of the Trinity, cast a light at the sun with wandering eye. And trust the one is cast unto me, and speak forever live ever be free.
Well, Chuck, the mollusk was the inspiration for SpongeBob.
Yeah, I know.
album.
I know that too. I actually learned that from talking with you guys a long time ago.
Yeah, it was funny. It was right after he died. Dean Ween posted this whole thing about how before SpongeBob came out, he was contacted by Hildebrand, the creator, the guy.
Steven Hillenberg.
Yeah, Steven Hillenberg, and he said he had an idea for a cartoon inspired by the mollusk, and would it be okay if he did that? And of course, Dean Ween was like, "Yeah, sure." Years later, SpongeBob comes out. You know what I mean? So, like, a
And
couple
more
of
people
years talk-
and more people know of SpongeBob than they even know that, Ween existed.
Yeah, exactly, which is like hysterical. Because, like, what are the quotes to Ocean Man? 'Cause that was
Ocean
used in
Man.
Take it down and leave it to the man that you understand. Ocean Man, going to the corner of the globe is a real kid. Ocean Man, lost up and down, down, up outside. So we know lost up and down, Ocean Man. Can't you see? Ocean Man, voyages of the gas to the childlike man. Ocean Man, lost in the time and not by myself. So we know the lost of the Ocean Man. You get the idea.
Yeah.
You know what band Ween kind of reminds me of it. Not like stylistically, but in terms of like content is the Talking Heads. The Talking Heads had like some weird and hysterical songs as well.
Psycho
Speaking
Killer
of
is one of
Talking
my
Heads.
favorites.
Yeah.
Burning down the house.
I love David Byrne, but like he is. I could not karaoke. I could not karaoke a Talking Head song to save my life just because I can never understand what David Byrne is saying, except for like burning down the house.
Psycho Killer is my favorite Talking Heads song.
Girlfriend is better is mine. The
Grapevine.
The live acoustic version of Psycho Killer is pretty good though. From Stop Making Sense.
But Ween actually, I know that their lyrics are weird, but actually when you look at like the music, it's not bad. Like this right here is a Ween song, which really like I don't even know what these chords are called. I just know how to play it. But I always liked that beginning, those
You know
two
what?
beginning chords.
You know what?
Yeah, that that beginning reminds me of Empires. I'm sure you'll know this since you're a big Mark Knopfler fan too. But
Yeah.
there's a song off the first Dire Straits album called Wild West End that begins with that same chord.
Mm-hmm.
It also reminds me of, I think that might also be, I think it might be Ventura Highway by
America, yeah.
America. I think it might be that same chord.
Ventura Highway. In the
Yeah, I like America a lot too.
Yeah. America's a great band.
We used to do when I was in the WAG. One of the songs I used to do when we did covers was "Horse with No Name" because it's literally two chords, and literally it was a good song to fill time. We used to do it in the middle because sometimes if you're a little excited, you tend to do the songs a little faster. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Sometimes if it was like okay, like
But no
Mm.
name, it feels good to get out.
normally we do like when we did our acoustic sets, there would be 3 1-hour sets. So we had
Wow.
timed out like it should. Each one of these sets should take us 1 hour to play. So kind of if you ended up with a deficit, there were certain songs which we knew, okay, this is a song to expand the space if we happened to be falling short of our 1 hour mark. And Horse the No Name was one because I could just do an extended lead section over the middle over the two chords because the whole song is just that over and over and over again. So so I'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, like we need to kill like 2 minutes. So it's like, okay, just
That song always makes me think of New Mexico.
and I just like keep it going for however long we need it to fill the breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Been through the desert on a horse with no name.
There's
I
a
like.
few songs like that where it's just like you could keep it going forever and nobody would like really notice.
Yeah, there's a couple of songs there's a few songs like that. Oh, I just think that keep playing that. I know this. When I'm walking, I strap my stuff, and I'm so strung out. I can see. Let me go on, like a whisper in the sky.
Let me
you know you're the one. Body pizza, stain my sheets, I don't even know why. My girlfriend, she's at the end, she is starting to cry.
It's such a goofy song, you know. That's one of the few drummers that plays standing up.
Hmm.
He doesn't sit
And
down when he
and a,
plays.
and a, and a lot of people don't realize that what you're hearing on Blister and the Sun is actually an acoustic bass.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I had somebody try to argue with me. No, it's somebody playing the top strings of an acoustic guitar. No, it's an acoustic bass.
You see, there was this one. I only have one bass, and I like it, but it's like it's 100. It's a bass I bought for $100 used. Um, Somebody wrote on the back of the headstock EADG because they couldn't remember how to tune it, you know. Um, and I mean, it gets the job done, but I think I deserve a better bass guitar. And there's one bass guitar that I really liked that I almost, I probably would have bought it other than it had active pickups, so you needed a 9 volt, and I absolutely hate that because I don't like spending money on having to play the guitar. You
Yeah.
know,
Just get yourself like a I don't know, get yourself a like a Squire or a Fender P bass.
I'll have to try a couple things. You know, um, I never ever I've been basically I've been basically shopping at the same place since I was 15 years old. So, you know, they know me very well. Like the other day, I went in there to buy my dad an amp, and I brought my guitar and stuff with me. And they just basically said, take whatever amp you want, go in the room back there and do whatever you want. And, you know, so that's the relationship I have with them. So literally, if I want to go in there and I'm going to buy a bass, they'll literally let me pick up any one I want and just go in the back room and jam with it for a little bit to see if I want it because, you know, it's just like anything, you know, people are like, I think people get scared. You know what I mean? If you are seriously gonna, it doesn't matter if you're gonna pay $100. If you're gonna pay $100, that's still $100 of your hard-earned money. You better be darn sure that you like what you're buying, even if it's for $100. They cannot not let you try it out. You know what I mean? I think this one time I went to there's a place near me called Wonderland. It's a head shop, and he wanted to look at bulls. So, you know, we're looking at bulls and stuff. So she's laying out the bulls that he likes, and I'm picking them up and I'm drawing off of them. And the guy I went with, he had never really been to a head shop before, and he looked shocked. I'm like, dude, if you're gonna buy it, you better pull on it and make sure you like the feel of it, because if you don't, you know, like that's a shitty thing to find out after you paid like $50 to go home to think that like you don't think you're getting enough airflow through it. Like, you know, just with anything that you buy, you know what I mean? You better be darn sure that they let you use it. Like obviously boxed goods are different, but like as far as functional goods like a guitar, you know, or a pipe or something you're gonna buy, you better be darn sure that you try it out a little bit first, you know.
Yeah.
I try everything out, you know. I don't I usually don't lay down money blind just to you know, on the if come. My phone hasn't been plugged in for a while. What battery life am I at? 54%. That's plenty. Let me clear off some of these notifications. It looks like I might have gotten more donations, so let me go check that out real quick, and I'll be right back. And I'll let you know what was that?
So Sam, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing pretty well, Pygress. How you doing?
doing all right. I'm out of cigarettes, so I'm kind of pissed.
Ah, shit, out of cigarettes again. I forget which musician used to say that, but it's pretty funny.
It'll be all right. I'll just get a pack tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday, right? Today's Monday, right?
Yeah, technically today is Monday.
Monday.
So
'Cause
so
I just realized the three of us right now, three of us are on the East Coast.
yeah, that is one advantage. So
Yeah, so it's what, 12:18 a.m. Monday, April 29th.
yep. Can't believe it's gonna be May this week. That's
I know, it's pretty crazy.
so. Oh shoot, I'm out of beer. So you're out of cigarettes and I'm out of beer. So
Yep, out of cigarettes, out of beer. I'm also out of the other thing that we like to call around here the tobacco in quotes.
mhm. I'm out of Nightwave podcasts to listen to for now at least.
Yeah. Well, Nightwave will be on the night, so you know.
Mhm.
Those were just notifications from earlier. I have some leftover burger from earlier that I'm gonna eat.
I just finished eating some leftover over Mexican. So
I gotta get some more wood. This is about ready to burn out.
guys, you need to super chat Chuck so he can buy more wood.
Streamlabs.com/LCMTV Breath 4, which is locomotive with the vowels taken out. Breath 4.
And if you don't support Chuck, you're a sodomite.
Don't you
Guys!
forget about me. Guys, did you know that I can play piano?
No, Owen,
Yeah.
Owen, we had no idea because you're so terrible at it.
I love
Is that
one
what the kids are
of
calling
the
it
one of
nowadays?
the old I love one of the old Nightwave episodes with Mersh going, guys, you know, I can play piano and I'm racist. Blink, 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 blink.
Owen is. It's gotten to the point where even I can do an Owen impression. So when I suck
Everybody,
at
I love Mersh's Owen impression. It's hilarious.
yeah.
Actually,
I
anybody's Owen impression is really funny because, you know, he's not a hard guy to make fun of.
No, but the one impression I love that that Mersh does is Jesse Ventura. Because it's just so ridiculous, and I can kind of do Jesse Ventura, so it's kind of hilarious.
I love Mersh's Artie Lang impression.
Oh,
Yeah.
his Artie Lang is great, but his Jesse Ventura is freaking on. It's spot on.
Yeah.
I just loved it with Jesse Ventura going, you know, I was on my compound in Mexico and me and Ted DiBiase rode motorcycles.
I wish Owen had a phone call line sometimes because if well
No,
if he,
no, I don't wish that on anybody. I wouldn't want Owen to have a phone call line. 'Cause people would call it and tell him he's a kid. People would call him and be like, "Hi, yes, is this Owen Benjamin? Yes, you're a racist and a misogynist." Click. He he would not be able to get nobody. He would have no. Everybody would just keep calling him and telling him he's an idiot.
I know exactly. Exactly. It would be the most epic spiral of all spirals.
But thank you to everybody who donated today. Just wanted to stop real quick and say that again. Thank you to everybody who donated. And thank you to my guests for joining me.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us, Chuck.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Chuck. You know, it's pretty dope.
And happy
No, I
birthday.
think
So are you turning 25 again, or
I'm sorry.
is this are you turning 25 again?
No, I'm 34.
Oh, well, still 34 is a good age. So,
I mean, it's not super old. I mean, I don't think I look that bad for 34, but my teeth are definitely way over what a 34-year-old's teeth should be.
mm,
I'm 30. I have no teeth.
Bad teeth run in my family. My older sister. I mean, it's both my sisters are beautiful, but I'm only bringing up my older sister because of her teeth. But she's a beautiful girl. She looks like Jennifer Aniston, my older sister. Um, and her teeth are so white, and she keeps them so good, but she always has cavities, and she always has problems no matter what she does. And this kind of like our family's just really prone to um tooth problems.
yeah, some of that stuff is genetic, I guess. So,
It's all of us. My dad has tooth problems. I do. Both my sisters. Just everybody has tooth problems. It just runs in the family. So it's just kind of like I do the best I can.
yeah, yeah. Well, I was sorry to hear about. Seemed like you were in a lot of pain last week when we were talking. So,
And then this other tooth on this side broke now too.
you
Now
know
I've
what?
got what's that?
You know what though, Chuck? I recently stopped using toothpaste with sodium lauryl sulfate because that stuff actually isn't good for your teeth, contrary to what dentists say.
Or keep that in mind.
So yeah, if there's like a if there's a if there's a trader, um, I use like a natural toothpaste from Trader Joe's. So
We always try to use something natural too. We just try to figure out what brand it is. We tried a toothpaste with charcoal in it, and I actually like it.
oh yeah, that's actually supposed to be pretty good. So
I mean, when they say charcoal, like you think it's gonna be like gritty. No, it's nothing like that. Like it's just like it just looks like normal toothpaste.
no, I know.
I think that was like my wife's kind of reservation. She thought like charcoal, like it was gonna have like like grit in it or something like that. But no, it was
Right.
just
Well,
that.
right. Well, that's what everyone would think. So So,
To
so
the
Chuck, did you see the Avengers movie yet?
No, I'm not a superhero movie guy.
So that spoiler thing on your channel, I can watch that and, not have spoilers.
Yeah. That's a complete troll. Whatever I say in that, if it has any resemblance to actual things that happened in the movie, it's a complete coincidence. I have no effing idea. I haven't seen it, so that's just a troll. I don't. I know nothing about it.
Well, I'm probably gonna see it this week, and it'll be interesting to see like if your troll is accurate at all. So
If you want to know my troll was everybody dies. It sucks. That's all that I said. So if that's true, then good guess. I just hear like slight humming in the background.
that's that's Piker humming in the background.
And another one rides, and another one rides, another one rides the bus.
Yep. Another comes on, another comes on, another one rides the bus. Hey,
Eh,
I'm gonna sit by you.
Another one rides the bus. You know, I have to give Weird Al credit. Is that he's the only he's the only parody artist to survive more than just being a novelty.
Yeah.
he's the parody artist where like some of his parody songs are better than the originals.
Mm-hmm.
This
So
is true. This is true. This is actually true. Like I love. Like you ever heard Weird Al's parody of that song by the Crash Test Dummies? You know that song, or whatever it is.
yeah, yeah.
Once there was this kid who got into an, that song. His parody of that's really funny. It's called Headline News. It's really funny.
I'm pretty sure Amish Paradise at this point is more well known than Gangster's
His
Paradise.
paradise. As I walk through the valley where I harvest my grain, I take a look at my wife and realize she's very plain, but that's just perfect for an Amish like me. You know, I shun fancy things like electricity.
It's hysterical. It's genius.
It's hard work and sacrifice living in an Amish paradise.
We're all crazy Mennonites living in an Amish paradise.
It's funny, because even songs like, his parody, Jurassic Park of MacArthur Park, like I don't even like the song MacArthur Park, but it was just
Jurassic
like,
Park is scary in the dark.
that was one that was just like so asking for it that it was perfect,
Yeah, Jurassic Park is scary in the dark. With all these dinosaurs running wild.
Well, I'm afraid these things will harm me because they sure don't act like Barney, and they think that
Yeah.
I'm their dinner and not their friend.
Yeah, Jurassic
So
and
funny.
his parody of "Give It Away" by Bedrock Anthem. His parody of "Give It Away" by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. Sometimes I feel. I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but you ever listen to their Their early stuff from the 80s.
Some of it.
I'm not too familiar
Yeah,
with
I
them.
actually. Yeah, their 80s stuff is way different than their stuff now. Way different.
Whoops, I didn't mean to exit out of the thing there.
There's a song. There's a song I love from their 1987 album. What the hell is it? Freaky Styley, I think. It's called "Fight Like a Brave." It was in one of the Tony Hawk games. Um, good song. Fight like a
You're
brave.
very quiet again.
Don't be a slave. Fight like a brave. Don't be a slave. No one can
Can't hear
tell
you.
you that. Can you hear me now?
Hardly.
I can hear you.
Oh, you're quiet too, Sam. So it's my end. It's got to be my end because Sam's quiet too.
Hmm.
Yeah, it might just be your connection.
Let me disconnect and I'll rejoin. I'll be right back.
All right.
Wait, what's this here? What is it? Wait, what about now?
Oh, that's better.
There
I
you go.
can
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you better now. I figured it out. I must have hit that button
Okay.
by accident. But I'm gonna get to sleep
Um,
pretty soon, guys. Because it's already 12:30. So
Yeah,
yeah.
about a decade ago, I used to work at the AutoZone in Tom's River, Chuck. About a decade ago, I worked there, and then I wound up working as a grocery bagger at a supermarket for like 3 years. So I have customer service experience.
Yep.
Mm. I'm like one of those people that doesn't mind dealing with customers, but I hate asshole customers.
one of my
Yeah.
first jobs was guitar teacher. I didn't
Dude,
mind.
that to kids or to adults?
Both kids. I had a real tough time teaching kids. I had a much easier time teaching adults.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I would want I think no matter what skill it is, I would want to teach adults.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know I'm not really a guitarist or a bass player. Like I can't really play. I can kind of play bass, but I'm a better drummer than all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I know a lot about guitars and basses and stuff. I know how to chase tone and stuff. So
Yeah.
I just think it's weird, that I know how to get chase tone and get tone and you know. So I man I worked at I'm trying to get a job at the local guitar store here because I'd like to be able to maybe catch a few lessons off of people there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why is that a Ram ProMaster sitting over there?
Uh-huh.
Why is there a Ram ProMaster?
That's my dad's work truck.
Oh,
It's not his, the company he works
oh, the
for.
company works for. Yeah. Those are
That's the
actually,
company
those are
contract
actually,
for.
those are actually nice trucks. The Ram
Yeah.
ProMaster. They're nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, because we had an Isuzu box truck and a Ford van that were just giving us between the two of them, he was just spending so much money that he just said, screw it. And we used to do used car sales, so he said, get me something. He said he wanted one of these, so we got him one of these. So
Yeah, they're good. They're good vans.
yeah,
They've pretty much replaced the the Sprinter.
it's a lot better than the stuff that uh that we had before. So
That he
Yeah.
had previously.
yeah, when I was still there. When I was still there, I was dealing with the tail end of, but because we were breaking down, like seriously, the last couple of months I worked there, we were breaking down all the time in both of them, and pretty much right after I left was the final straw, and the owner finally, said, "Okay, we got to get something newer, something that's more reliable, because this is ridiculous." He started totaling up what he spent for repairs, and he was like, I could have easily bought something new by now. So
I saw I saw my cousins today. That was neat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much he paid for that. I think he paid like, I don't know. I don't want to say, because that's not fair, and it's really none of my business. But he took to say what he paid for it, but he paid a decent amount for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say because for a work truck, you don't really want to spend too much for a work truck.
Hmm. He paid a decent amount because it was new. It was one owner. It had low miles. Um, you know, so it was like new. You know, and
He
then
he got he got it he got a good deal on it.
yeah, and then he paid me to outfit it because it was just bare bones. We needed shelves mounted on he needed shelves mounted on the inside and lights mounted, you know, uh, inside the cab space. So I wired all that stuff and I mounted all the shelves to the inside and put a nice thick rubber mat down on the floor and just, outfitted it real nice for him. So it's
Yeah,
a decent truck now.
yeah. But that's good. He got it for a decent price.
Hmm. Yeah, it was totally worth what he paid for it. It
Yeah,
was much better than buying it new, much less than new, but still significant.
yeah, exactly. But it's a work truck. You don't want to spend too much on a work truck.
Mhm. 'Cause I
Like,
don't know if those are new, maybe like 50.
yeah. I think the Ram ProMaster is like 50 grand all said and done.
Hmm. Yeah, but this was nowhere near 50, so it was
But
definitely a deal.
anyway, Chuck, I know it's getting late, so I'll let you go. But it was great talking to you, gentlemen.
It was nice talking to you guys too. Yeah, I'm gonna get going because I'm getting tired, and my wife has work in the morning and stuff. So anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in and everybody who donated. Wait, before I leave, let me go check and make sure that nobody donated any other money because I don't want to leave if somebody donated something and I didn't acknowledge it. So let me go check real quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
I checked the chat and I see that several people had birthday wishes for me, so thank you so much, and God bless everybody, and thanks for everybody who tuned in to hang with me for a little bit, and thank you to everybody who donated money as well. I really appreciate it, and I'll make sure that it goes towards something good. I think that you guys have probably donated enough tonight for me to buy I didn't want a synthesizer. I didn't get that, but I think that you guys have donated enough tonight for me to buy it. So that'll be the next thing I'll buy is the synthesizer that I want. So I'll be able to produce some original little ditties and tunes for another project I have going on up in here. So
Cool.
Cool, Chuck.
yeah, I'll see everybody. God bless, and have a good night. I gotta go shut the stream down from inside, so I guess you guys might as well come with me.
I'm very quiet because the babies are all sleeping.
Bathroom break, pooping and pooping.
Okay, good night, everybody, and thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all soon.